to introduce you to my paternal Aunt Frances Lynch, a pleasant lady who lives every day to the fullest. Considering at the ripe young age of 85 years, she has just enjoyed a trip most recently to take part in the World Youth Day of 2008. Her children may not have gotten a lot of rest, but she had a great time with the young people, and indeed there were many comrades along keeping a close watch. Aunt Fran was born in Durrow, on the town's homestead, on the 4th line of Durrow, to her parents John Towns and Margaret Ryan, on March 13, 1923. Her older sister Mary and younger sisters Cecilia and Teresa, with their only brother, my father, Joseph Towns, who were her siblings. They remained a close family, and now with only aunts Teresa, Celia, and Fran surviving, these ladies don't miss an opportunity to call each other, hop on a bus, go for a little visit, and I mean a little visit. They are great friends. She, along with her siblings, attended SS number 8, a one-room school in Durrow for the most part. Aunt Fran then went on to attend high school in Lakefield, and then she continued into the big city of Peterborough to attend normal school, which we refer to as Teachers College. Her first posting was SS number 4 in Durrow, where she taught some of their own neighbours. She then went on to teach at Ops, SS number 1, in Ops Township near Lindsay, and at a later point she went to Warkworth to teach high school. It was then time to settle down with her new husband, Uncle John Lynch, when she returned to teach at St. Mary's Elementary in Lindsay for many years off and on while rearing their children. Aunt Fran, along with her husband, John, are natural parents of 8 children. They have 2 adopted children that were welcomed with love, as well as countless foster children whom they cared for over the years and who were welcomed into the Lynch home with open arms. Despite her very busy life of raising her children, her career of teaching was a great passion. Aunt Fran and her husband John enjoyed the country life on River Road in Ops Township, on a beef farm, which has long time been the Lynch homestead. This land is now owned and worked by some of their sons. She is extremely fortunate to be surrounded by literally so many family and friends, many of whom are very close by. Her children and grandchildren are all across the globe, but still remain close to her in heart and mind. There is nothing more endearing to this wonderful lady than to have the opportunity to hold a newborn baby coddled in her arms. She never misses a shower, even if she has to get there by taxi, although the family is very good to get her where she needs to be at any given time. But I have never figured out how she managed to teach school, raise all of her children, and never have a driver's license. Aunt Fran and oftentimes her husband John have had the pleasure of traveling the world. Some of the places included such awesome localities like Italy, including Rome in particular, China, Yugoslavia, Ireland, Nebraska, and many other American states, Canada's East Coast and West Coast, and numerous other places of interest. Aunt Fran could make a friend or companion out of anyone. She just has a natural talent for that. Speaking of travel, for the last 35 plus years, Aunt Fran, along with her son, Father Tom, have taken a busload, generally children, to visit the shrines and sites of Quebec for 3 days. They do this just as school has finished before the summer gets into full swing. I'm sure the bus drivers got to know Frances Lynch very well. She made the trips a real excursion, reciting her poetry and prose, verse after verse. One could never imagine someone being able to remember word for word, recounting stories from when she was a mere child. And there was history lessons at every stop, though most didn't realize it. Aunt Fran is an extremely active person in her community, particularly in Christian organizations such as Pro-Life, Cursillo, Catholic Women's League, and many other organizations who are encouraged by her involvement. As they say, ask a busy person and they will never say no. I could go on for hours about this amazing lady who is admirable, commendable, and worthy of our praise, but I must let her have a word or two, because she is just an incredible storyteller, and we are ready to hear these family tales of long ago. Who was who and what was what. I introduce you to Aunt Fran.